here in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Burrow. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good.
Touchdown, Bengals! It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Let's go. defense, man. Do your thing. Yeah, go right here. Let's go. This is the calm before the storm, baby.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Faking the give. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. He's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Felton. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Chubb running right. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Watson on 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here comes Grant on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. That's right, baby. Play it.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Watson going to try and run it. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Felton. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And out now, here come the Bengals. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burrow will throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. from 8 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Here we go. Hey, what we got? Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go, fellas. All right with it, man. Come on, baby. Get low.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Watson. And he coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now Burrow on 1st down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This one from 48 yards away. McPherson's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, Turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Look at him now. Oh, you ain't seen it like that before. Let's ride out. Let's go, yo. Let's get it done. Let's go. Hey, what we got? You ready to roll? Showtime, baby. Man, that boy is fat. Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
It's one play at a time, baby. Let's go.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and out.
Taking it right down Broadway. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 75 yards. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. York now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Burrow. He's got a man, complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A handoff running left, Mixon. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They're passing here. Joe Burrow over the middle. He finds Higgins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the 16, Burrow working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
I'm back to work, boys. Pay attention. Pay attention. That's what it is, baby. What's the deal, y'all? Let's go, baby. Hey, let's go. Let's be smart. Let's go. I can't stop us. Let's do this. Dig out of it. Let's go. Do your thing. Let's ride out. Let's ride out. I got you, baby. It's one play at a time, baby. We gotta go big time. Let's not disappoint. Let's not disappoint.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back to throw, Watson. That's going to be taken in by Felton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 36, Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Watson's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
To throw again on second down. Watson flushed out right. Past the 20. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man open. It's Chase. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 21. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Go get him now. Let's do this, man. Show him what you got. I got my again. We got to get it done as a group. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the Browns getting set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Watson off play action. Steps away. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, Watson trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He gets this one to Boyd. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
4 yards remain for second down. From just shy of midfield, Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Watson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And what a big play, because now you're guaranteed at least a shot at extending this one. He had the 40-yard line picked out as his bare minimum to give them some kind of a game-tying attempt, and he got there. excellent determination on that scramble, and it might just help him snatch away a victory.
Watson to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Inside of a minute to go now, 2 timeouts left, still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So Burrow and the Bengals down 35-31, 35 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Throwing, Burrow. Connecting with Mixon. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
To throw, Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.